Hi Cancers, welcome to your June reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before I say anything, Cancer, just a quick heads up. I am reopening my personal readings. So it's been a long time, I know. But I just wanted to let you guys know, no pressure. I'm just saying if you feel guided to a personal reading from me, then you can find the information in the description box. Alright, now we got that out of the way. Let's tune into your energy. How are you feeling, Cancer? How is this roller coaster going for you? There's so much happening, and the best way to just sort of cope with it is to go with the flow. Whatever you feel, you feel. Whatever you do not feel or don't want to feel, and your mind is sort of trying to keep you from that, just go with that, just flow with that, because the energy is trying to find a balance within us, and we're trying to find a balance within the energy, meaning that it's sort of a coexisting energy of us sending something out and us receiving something, and we both just have to sort of cope with one another, whether that's just literally your outside world, maybe it has to do with literally just the collective, maybe it's between you and another person, and just overall the energy is just sort of coexisting right now, which is very interesting. It's Gemini. So we can be both, we can feel both, we can do both, we can want both, we can stop both. It's almost like it's okay to let just things coexist together, to sort of feel happy yet sad at the same time, and to just be okay with that, not trying to jump too much into why do I have these sad feelings, why do I feel like I want to cry, well, I'm actually being pretty happy, I'm actually receiving all these blessings, and now I just don't know how to feel and why I'm feeling this way. And it's like questioning your emotions and feelings this month is not really the way to go, because it's gonna sort of become this whole mixed up everything, and you're just like sort of lost in it, and you spend all your time, energy, and effort to try to figure out something that will play out by themselves. Right now, divine timing is very, very crucial. It's very crucial because everything is coming in divine timing at the moment. You cannot rush or fix or, repair something or, force something to happen right now. It's just not the way to go. So, by tuning into your own body, by tuning into your own feelings, not judging them, not really want to fix it or put a band-aid on it or switch it around or judge it too hard, by not trying to cope with your emotions that way, it automatically becomes softer. Also with that, it's important because the duality is really active in the month of June, not necessarily only because it's Gemini season, it's also our own season that's arising, within the sky. The sun is moving into our sign this month. So what I mean with that is some days you're being asked to really be very earthly, be very conscious of earthly responsibilities, like work related responsibilities, home related responsibilities, just overall things you sort of have on your to-do list, which comes with being human and being on earth and things like that. There are certain things we cannot walk away from. So there's this, like I said, this coexisting energy of duality. We're being asked to follow our fantasy world. And with that, I mean our inner world. Like, what is our soul guiding us to do and plurge into, basically. So to just lose yourself a little bit in a meditation session, or drawing something, or going out for a walk in nature, all of those things, what just takes you away from all those earthly responsibilities and daily routines, right? And then there's this whole other energy as well in June that's asking you to have those moments of being really focused on, like, okay, this is what is up today. This is what I have to do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be really in the moment, very present, very aware, very conscious of what I'm doing, who I'm speaking to, what I'm saying, what I'm hearing, what I'm writing down, what I'm sending out, all of those things. And so it's a little bit of both. That's why it's not either one or the other, you see? And that can get a little bit confusing in the month of June. But the more you sort of flow with it, the more you sort of not fight against it, just go with that. Just do what you gotta do. But then also, if you feel that pull of today I just want to go out in nature, I want to make something, create something, I want to play I don't know, Xbox games, I don't know what you're up to just have yourself in that fantasy world, right? Or bake something just for the fun of it, just to try something different, or to make a creative dish, or just anything. Pick up a new hobby. If you feel that urge, then it's also okay to follow it. You don't only have to be really earthy this whole month. You can be both, but you have to sort of not lose yourself in one or the other. It's important to let both exist together, Cancer. So yeah. And with that, I also had a card that I got for you during meditation. I was shuffling a deck and I got a card, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start off the reading by just reading this card, because by going with this energy, by taking on this advice that the universe is giving you through this card, I think it will be so much easier for really to flow with the one and the other, and to have both existing next with one another. All right, so here we go. You have the card Water Your Garden. And that just reminds me, because I have to water my plants. I do it every morning, and it's still early in the morning right now, so they're okay. But I was like, okay, normally it's the first thing I do when I wake up. I water the plants. I actually, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but a couple months ago, like 2 months ago, I started growing sunflower seeds. And they became like these little plants, and then they became a little bigger, and I put them in a different glass, and then all of a sudden they were growing. So I replanted them, some of them, like 10 of the 16 I planted together in a big almost like a basket. And now they've grown so tall that they're like a lot bigger than me. Like, it's crazy. Meaning that I feel I'm also growing different other things, like basil and coriander and all of that. I'm also growing that at the same time, and it's just so fascinating to me that you can just grow that from little seeds. But then I'm also seeing that, like, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. I'm like, the really main thing that I have to give them is water. You see, the moment I don't give them enough water, especially with sunflowers, they become very sad. They even show it in their leaves. They're like really sad, like that they don't have enough water. They will show you instantly that they don't have enough water, because the leaves will be like this. But the moment I water them, an hour or two later, they're like up again. They're like happy. They're fulfilled, they're content, and then they can take care of themselves. You see, it's about the sunlight, of course. It's a natural source. They have to be in a light spot. But then my thing is to keep on watering it, and then they will do the job. And I think that it's really important. That's why I'm using this metaphor. I'm not just rambling for no reason telling you about my sunflowers. What I'm feeling with that, Cancer, is that if you have a certain type of goal, if you have a certain type of dream or something you want to work towards, if you want to do some inner work on yourself, there are certain ingredients that you constantly need to provide towards that journey. Do you have to constantly be aware of all the details and make sure that everything is in perfect alignment? No. Let's say 50% or 60% is not even your job. That's the universe. That's the universe. Okay, now is the perfect timing to bring this type of person into your life so you can learn this, you can do that. You see, things are flourishing and growing, and what you have to do is keep on putting your energy and effort towards it, but also keep the faith. The faith is the water. You see, having faith in that it's gonna come, it's gonna grow. I'm having faith, and that's like the way you water the plants, the way you water your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, your soul's journey, your soul's purpose, right? So what I'm seeing is like water your garden. That's why I'm using this as a metaphor. Basically, it is so important. And I'm gonna read the card, okay, and then I'm gonna jump into the tarot because we're already on 10 minutes, almost 11. But we sit down, we talk, I'll get to the cards, don't worry about it. All right, water your garden. Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such you are a seasonal being, cyclic. You can't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes, Cancer. Rest and refuel. To take a moment to restock and replenish and slow right on down. Your body is the only body that you've been given, and it needs to be respected as such. You're being called to take responsibility for your well-being, to put your health and your body first. I know it can feel like time is running out, and as if and if there are urgent things that simply cannot wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will set in. This way of living isn't sustainable, Cancer. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, and it will take longer to recover than it would have taken to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illness are becoming more common because we're putting too much pressure on our bodies, on our shells, to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. How are you being called to put on the brakes, Cancer? To rest, restore, and to rejuvenate. When was the last time you took a holiday or had a full weekend off, day or afternoon? Look after your precious body, Cancer, and your mind. Give yourself enough time to recover when you find yourself running on your reserves. There is enough time, Cancer. There is enough time. Life will bend towards you when you do. Alright, so a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, our 6th house is very activated around June 5th. Okay? June 5th. It's very important for us to look at our daily routines, the way we take care of our bodies or the way we are not taking care of our bodies, to rest and rejuvenate, to have those moments where you are focused, when you show up, when you put in the work, but also the moment where you really need to retreat, when you really need that break. Sometimes it is escaping into something that relaxes your mind because your soul is just, going at it, like your inner child is coming out. Inner child exercises are really helpful to just calm your mind down, okay? So that was one thing I really wanted to share with you that I got from this card as well, because of the 6th house, looking at what kind of substances you're using that are not really serving your energy levels. You cannot be on all the time, but it's also because we feel like we're running out of time. We are truly not running out of time right now, Cancer. Honestly, we got plenty of time, especially 2020, 2021. All right, that's like we got all that time. All right, so by showing yourself, by showing your dreams, seeing your dreams as the flower, by water it with having trust in divine timing, putting that time into energy and effort into just resting, not overextending yourself, not overextending your energy, not getting to the point that you're exhausted. If you will get a burnout, it will sometimes take you 1 up to 5 years to recover from that. That's a lot of time if we're talking about time, right? 1444 is right when I said that. So look at the long haul, look at the long road. Okay, All right, so that was a lot. Let's just calm our energy. Oh, the cards are touching the bowl. Take a deep breath in, Cancer. And out. Just relax your shoulders. Kick back. Bring out the popcorn. Alright, so what's your favorite popcorn, Cancer? Is it sweet? Is it salt? Caramel? I don't know. You got some crazy ass things out there these days. Mine is salt. Just saying. Alright, look at that. Where is my new beginning? But where is it? But where is my payout? But when will it come? Well, what if I'm out of, running out of time? What if I'm too late? What if there's no opportunity anymore? What if? That's your mind. But look what the universe bringing in. Ace of Wands is like, Cancer, I'm giving you this power. I'm giving you, the power of time, the power of whatever you want. Here you go. Here you have the space to create. The universe handing it to you. And yet you're you're planting and you're planting. And you have you sort of have these 3 of Cups in the past. Yes, some payout came, but it wasn't what you expected. It wasn't what you were working towards. It wasn't, sustainable. But look at this. Universe showing you. This is the universe, right? The aces are the universe giving you an opportunity. Whether you take it or not is up to you. But you're being extended and passionate. New beginning. Coming from the heart. Doing things because you just feel love for something. And it's like, I just enjoy doing this. I just really feel connected to it. I feel like I have to. I feel like I cannot function without this, in a healthy way. Then you have the 4 of Cups. See, again, they're showing you, we're extending you this. So don't be like this month. Okay? Don't be like this. Look at them in awe. Look at things, little things. Start a gratitude journal, something so powerful, especially around your own birthday season, because your luck is on your side, And if you expand that energy through using the energy of gratitude, looking at things that you have achieved, looking at things that are growing, that are working out, that are bettering and improving themselves, regardless if that was the main thing you were focusing on for that improvement, doesn't matter. It's about not judging it, not judging yourself either. It's okay if you have been stuck in this energy. Now is the time to move forward. Look at that. You are. It's like, you know what? I actually have way more wealth. I'm so wealthy. I got food on the table, got a roof above my head. Whether my name is on that roof or not, I got a roof above my head. I have people around me. Maybe just one person, on the other side of the ocean. And that's the only person you talk to, but you got that person though. You see, it's like you're taking back your own personal power by looking at what you got, seeing that you're actually way more wealthy than that your mind is telling you are, or what you're missing out. Focusing on the things you have is so very powerful, and you start to see that your energy shifting because of these eclipses. You see, we have a lot of eclipses in June, then we have one in July as well. Also, one of them is in our sign. Okay, so the eclipse on the 21st, right on the edge, when our season hits. It's like, there you go. Cancer eclipse, deal with it. During Cancer season. Now what? Anyways, I'm just goofy. What I see with this is that you're getting an opportunity to really build up a solid foundation for yourself, but not just a foundation of like, oh, it's a nice beginning, it's a nice start. No, it's about, that was a missing link. I'm really feeling that so strongly. There was a missing link, something karmic that was holding you back around your finances. Maybe it was around love and really building a serious relationship. Like you could find people and you have a nice time, but then after like, I don't know, 6 months, a year, you're like, I don't know, and overcoming that. I do see like it might be a earth sign that's actually inspiring you to take a different look and a different approach to things. But what I see with this is that when you restore that faith in divine timing this month, because that's just really important, because it's going to give you so much more peace within your own body, regardless of what the Sagittarius energy is telling you, okay? That 12th house, Cancer. You see, it's like teaching you like, no, and it's not enough, and we don't have the time, and we gotta do it now, and it's important, and it's like all of this pressure cook, like it's pressure on our shells. It will crack at one point. We gotta get out of the sand. You see, it's too much. We're too much inside the sand. It's too much pressure on our shell. We gotta come up to the surface a little bit. Take a couple deep breaths. You see, walk around the beach a little bit. It's like, okay, let me explore this. I have all these aspirations towards the sand, but maybe there's something else out here that I can just sort of emerge in right now. Some sunlight would be nice. Things like that. A little, walk on the beach, because we're also duality. We can live in the ocean and we can be outside the ocean. Much more connection to that than we think. But when you are restoring your faith in divine timing, Cancer, this month, all the possibilities, like doors are opening for you. It's like, oh wow, I can breathe. Now I can really just see clearly, because it's not so much pressure on it all the time. And when I have that, I'm really limited in my opportunities. Okay, let's see what's coming in. Anything around love? Ooh. The Hermit. Might be a Virgo you're dealing with. Could be Sun, but also Moon rising, or maybe, a lot of Virgo in their chart. Venus and that. I think that this Hermit represents taking a closer look within, but that's Venus retrograde. Like Venus in retrograde also in June, just went retrograde last week. So if you have old feelings coming up, if you all of a sudden feel guided to like read old diaries and just see like, okay, where was my mind back then? Like what was going on with my emotions and feeling back then? Or maybe you would like to I don't know, maybe you're reading through old emails and things like that, just like really trying to take a closer look at, history, old feelings. Do I have that, do I remember that correctly, or is it just sort of, fake memory, and now I put it in this box, but actually it doesn't even belong there, and it has all this energy and power over me. Maybe it's time to let it out of the box, set it free. Things like that. So when it comes to love, or being really reflective, it's like really like our, going back into our shell, doing a lot of reflection energy, Cancer, but then also having that towards other people. It's like really looking back. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. That's the thing. You see? Because they're asking you to take your time, rest, have those moments of rest, even more than maybe normal. When you feel this pressure this month, you might even get way more done when you have enough sleep. All right? We took 2-3 days off and had a salt water bath, or went out to nature, took your camera to start to take some, pictures of some new flowers that just grown and bloomed, and you want to go back home and you want to sort of edit those pictures, share them with the world, just flowing with the energy, using that lighter twin, that Gemini energy is coming in, and just flow with that, and take 2-3 days to do those things. And then you have my 3 very extremely productive days with that 12th house energy, and then you got everything done, maybe even quicker, maybe even way better, because you took those 3 days to yourself. Do that. Find that, find that balance within that, because they're asking you like, take it slow. Yeah, keep moving forward, have those productive hours or days, yes, but take it in consideration that it's in a certain pace, and it's out of self-love. but also understanding. Four of Pentacles. See, don't hold on too much to what it should be, how much it could give you. Because I think that if you have all this limited energy of like, okay, this is the amount that I have to make, and this is my shortest, and it's like, you know, all of that. That's like really setting things in stone. Nothing is set in stone in this month. You can create whatever you want in this month. So go with that. So Four of Pentacles, if you're holding on to some energy, you know, maybe it's like a past energy you had with an earth sign, Cancer. It's time to let it go. It's time to let things go. To forgive, forget, release. Seven of Wands, yeah. Let your success speak for you is what I'm hearing. Don't try to convince other people that what you're doing is successful or sick. No, just do what you do. Make you happy. If you're working with people, just, you know, connect with that. Don't have outside opinions any effect on what you've been doing over here. They're not a part of that group. See, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. It's like that lighter approach, that more of like remember, you know, I don't know how to put that. For example, if you're just starting dating, okay? If you just start dating, Cancer, and let's say you're through the phase of like, you know, touching, you know, trying the waters and all of that, and holding your shell still closed, having your walls up. The moment you like sort of start to let those walls down and you start to have those glimpses of showing your nurturing side, you know, making them breakfast, or, you know, all of those little thoughtful things, be that one for yourself this month. Okay, that's the version you should be this month towards yourself. Not, you don't have to do anything, of course, but it will be beneficial. All I'm saying is just a tip. Side note, because the angels love that. They love when you give that sense of love towards yourself, to sort of put it in a mirror. You see, pushing things through, neglecting your own body and your own health this month is not the way to go, because you're just going to be drained during July, and you don't want that during your own season. See things playing out. Wheel of Fortune is here, you see, because the tables are turning. But the moment you start to really get used to this pace, and you're like, okay, I guess I'll just go with this flow, then things are shifting. It's like, oh look at that, all in divine timing. Getting a wish granted, something you wanted to work out, maybe it's finally feeling like you're getting the recognition you deserve, like you're getting that equal give and take. And because that person now extending it to you, that energy gets cleared out, and you can really see the colors within your own soul again. So look at that. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. You got you all time, all the days, you know, all the days of the month, all days of the year. You got you regardless. And that by itself is very it's really something to be proud of. So what I feel with this is that the energy is shifting. I see your money and your foundation and your finance really growing, like really establishing itself. See, going from those little seeds into little flowers, and then growing, and they have to, you know, get to be placed to new soil. They need more space, and that's what you're creating right now. You're creating that new space. And what I see with this is that you really are going into that phase right now of this year. And as long as you keep track of your daily routines and things like that, the universe will keep on letting this go on and on, you know, letting this wheel go on. So once you pass that station, your journey continues. But I see overall you're getting into that point because you're getting into a place, where you can actually extend that what you would like to do for other people. It's like, sometimes when we're not financial that stable, or we're going through tough times, and a lot of people are going through tough times because a lot of people are losing jobs at this moment, and we all know this. So you could be stable for 25 years and then all of a sudden 2020 comes along, I'm just saying now. That means that if you feel that way and you see somebody, you really want to help them, but you financially, you're not secure enough to say, here, there you go, do this, do that. But yet you feel a way about it because you really wish you were in that place to be able to extend that type of help to people. You're coming into alignment with that. And whether that is really financial gain or it's wisdom, knowledge, a sort of sense of peace, something really to offer where you can really help somebody with. That's what I'm feeling. All right. Beautiful reading, Cancer. I'm really enjoying this reading. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this reading, but I'm really enjoying doing this reading. Let's see. All right, what are we doing? Spirit messages. How about that? Let's put 3 on the table so you guys can pick your own. Oh, I'm already at 31 minutes. Can't go on too long because other signs probably be like, you give us 20 minutes and you give Cancer's 35. Yeah. Oh well. Once I start talking to you guys, I just want to continue talking. This is the way love goes. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Let's tune in. Let's see. Card number 1. Inspired passion. That's that Ace of Wands energy instantly. The universe saying to you, and I kind of never really want to read the first sentence of this card because it just sounds really depressing. So we're not gonna allow it to bring that depression energy, okay? But life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Okay. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals which will reconnect you with all that is sacred. So that's the thing. You're getting opportunity to start passionate programs, opportunities, beginnings, and things like that will, if you follow that journey, it will connect you to source. It will connect you to the universe, giving you that sense of energy back. And that's inspired passion. Card number 2, you have receive. That's lovely for my June Cancers, receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now is the time for you to learn how to gracefully receive. Just as with the ebb and the flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is a natural law and order of the universe. See how beautiful that is, Cancer? That's our card. It should say 4 Cancers. 2 Cancers. But it's true. It really is true. It is understanding that giving gives us a sense of purpose. It gives us a sense of fulfillment. It really does, because it's just natural how we are. But there's also an art of receiving with grace. And when you're been giving this slower pace of the universe, been giving this time to slow down, see it as receiving a gift. Not as something that's happening to you, and why is everything so slow, and why am I broke, or why am I, like that. No, it's about, okay, I'm being gifted the time of slow pace so I can recharge, refuel, make sure I don't get a burnout and all of that. I'm listening to my body, I'm tuning in. Now I can hear my own inner voice again. It's guiding me to go left. Oh, let's go left. Hey, there's all these blessings, things like that. It's actually a gift. Card number 3, give back, which is so funny. You see, equal give and take. Well, the next card is about giving. Today is a day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It's about giving back without any thoughts of expectations of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirit. It's highly likely that someone really needs it today. Alright? So share your loving energy. You don't have to be in front of that door cooking 5, course meals and stuff like that, Cancer. You can just send them a little postcard or smile at someone, or someone just needs a phone call with you. You see? And those are things you give, and it does give you something in return at the same time. So just look around, see whoever, needs your guidance. Just don't overextend yourself, but just look. Just give to give. If you have energy to give, then give it. Don't feel forced to be, you have to give in order to receive. No, it's about just give to give. If you give that without any expectations, something comes in return, and you do that here and there over the month of June, you will really reap the rewards from that. Okay? Alright, Cancers. I love you so much. I really do. I love my Cancer collective that we build up throughout the years here. Leave a like on the video, please. Not only on my videos, also on other people's videos, please, because it really helps us stay here. So that's just the only thing I'm asking. Check if you're still subscribed, because also YouTube is, is a thing. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna name any names. just check it. I love you so much. Like I said in the beginning, if you feel guided to get it personal for me, feel free to come in. I'll be here all month. So I love you so much. And happy early birthday. But I will be back before birthday season, of course. Bye.